Now, the Derek Dooley Show.
Tennessee travels to Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on one of the hottest teams in the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Arkansas came out, got some big plays against you, and put up 49 points against you on Saturday.
Yeah, it was a tough night for our football team. Very disappointing in the finish. It was a game of a lot of missed tackles, which we have been pretty good at so far this season, tackling the runners. It was a game of a lot of missed opportunities. We had several opportunities to score points, convert third downs, recover fumbles, intercept the ball. We got none of them. And it was just a game of poor execution on critical downs. And so when you miss your opportunities and you don't tackle well and you don't take advantage of some of the things that are presented to you, you end up with what we got, and that was a whooping on Saturday night.
You can look at a lot of plays that turned the game, but one that absolutely did was the interception right before halftime. You score there, it's 21-14 going into halftime.
Yeah, we put together two or three really good drives in the first half. Three is as good a drives as you can put together. The first one we penetrated all the way down to about the 30, and we stalled and ended up with a fake field goal that didn't work, and then we put another drive together that scored. And then a great drive right before the half, 14 plays, got it down to the 5-yard line and made a bad decision. Had a guy open and just didn't step up and throw it, and it hurt us. So, but you got to overcome those things, and we don't do a good job of overcoming bad things that happen in a game.
Second half, again, offensive woes, just couldn't get first downs and put points on the board.
Yeah, but, you know, we kept moving the ball. Again, same thing in the second half. We had about three drives there in the third quarter and early in the fourth where we penetrate down to the inside their 40 or inside around the 30, and we just don't execute the plays we need to execute to get points on the board. And when you can't score points in the SEC in any game, you're not going to win the game. And then when you can't score it against an offense that's this explosive, the game starts getting out of hand.
Tennessee and Arkansas at Razorback Stadium. A windy night, though. What concern was that going into the game?
Yeah, it was a big concern. There were up to 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and it was about a steady 20, 25-mile-an-hour wind blowing from our right to left. And if you looked early in the game, all the points were getting scored when the teams had the wind. And you know, I look back and we took the ball so we could get the wind in the fourth quarter. That was the plan. And I was sitting there at halftime. It was 21-7, and I decided to take the wind in the fourth, and it was probably a dumb decision because by the time we got to the fourth, it was out of hand. And so probably should have taken the wind in the third to maybe give us a little better chance to get it to the fourth. But then if we'd lost it in the fourth, I'd have been kicking myself for not taking it in the fourth. So it was a factor, and that was the reason we faked a field goal in the first quarter. You know, it was about a 43-yard field goal on the right hash and into that 25-mile-an-hour wind, and I just felt like our odds of making it was slim. We felt good about the fake we had, and we didn't execute it.
So it's pickup action. Tennessee wins the toss and takes the football, and that's the freshman Justin Worley at quarterback.
Come out the first play, and we got a guy open. He's going to catch it and go down the sideline for a big play, but we don't throw and catch. But 2nd and 10, a nice step up in the pocket and throw to Derek Rogers.
Now a first down play.
Yeah, we got a little bit in the run game there. That's a nice 7-yard gain on the power.
Coach, especially in this first quarter, it seemed like you had Arkansas off balance, really mixing up your play calls.
Yeah, we had a good opening drive here. Had a 3rd and 1, and we went back to the sneak, and it worked.
First down to Torn Pool.
Outside zone play. Nice run there for about 6. And we run the power in there and jam it up. We get a 3rd and 3. And then this is where you got to throw and catch. You know, we got a guy wide open, and we just missed the target there. And so we got a 4th and 3. We go for it. Nice slant pattern there to Derek Rogers, and that's a big play. Get us down to the 20-yard line. Got to get points.
Here's
23. Yeah, we tried a little trick play there. It didn't work. Good decision by Marlin not to force anything, but we lose 4 yards. And so then we try to run the ball. We get a couple of yards there. Now we got 3rd and long. We just need to find a completion here. And so that, you know, we went backwards there, and that's the first step. And so we do a little fake, and our guy, there he is. He doesn't get out. We don't execute the fake the way we should have.
Tennessee had the ball 13 plays, 48 yards on their opening drive. Now Arkansas, with this explosive offense, goes to work in its first possession. And that's Wingo. Taking it down, there's an illegal block there and a penalty on Arkansas, so move it back, and now Arkansas has a first down.
These guys have a lot of weapons. They have an excellent quarterback, and it forces you to really open your defense up. And we don't do a good job in pass rush. You have to get pressure with 4 guys. Not a very smart play there. We get a personal foul, late hit, so they got 1st and goal. And then they do a fire pass. We got it covered. Keep them in the pocket. Now we got 3rd and goal. These are the plays you got to make. Got a guy right in his face. We just can't keep up with him on the crossing pattern, and he outruns us for a touchdown.
So Arkansas takes the lead 7-0, and now Tennessee gets it back.
Yeah, then we win a couple of series here where we struggled.
And Worley just getting rid of the ball, almost intercepted, but it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Now 3rd and 15.
3rd and long. These are tough. We throw a little screen pass. Almost get it up there.
So this is after the Tennessee punt, and Arkansas has it 1st down. And a great play by Austin Johnson.
He's had 3 picks already in 3 games. That's a great play in the deep part of the field.
His drop was what's so amazing about this.
Yeah.
How far down the field he gets.
That's a Mike linebacker.
Yeah.
Nice job by Austin. We're playing Tampa 2 there. The speed sweeps weren't really giving us too much. Not executing them very well. So here's a 3rd and 4. These are the ones. It's 3rd and makeable, and we don't throw and catch right there. Now this is this the return here?
No, Matt Darr.
This is it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, run, and we're chasing. 7 missed tackles. We got them hemmed up on a -10 loss, and that was a real blow to us.
14-0 Arkansas.
But it's still early. It's still early in the game. Trying to get the run game going. Marlon Lane squirms in there. We got a 3rd and 7. Step up, Justin. We just miss again. So we put in Mike. Mike's our directional punter, and he really struggled punting the football.
So Arkansas gets it, leading 14-0. Wilson unloads and overshoots his man.
Yeah, we were lucky there. We bust a coverage. Justin Coleman does at corner. And then they're just knocking us around. We can't catch him. We can't tackle him. And those are the kind of plays you just cannot have.
71 yards, and Arkansas now leads at 21-0.
We were in cover 2 there, and there's a lot of air, and they're knocking our defensive line off, and he gets all this room, and then our secondary can't get the runner on the ground.
Does the game plan change now that you're down 21-0?
No, we're still running our offense, and here's a great play by Rajon Neal. And I was real proud of the offense here. You know, we're down 21-0. Things are looking bleak, but we start making some plays, and we answer the bell.
Rajon Neal makes a great catch. That play goes for 50 yards. He's made several good catches this year for Tennessee.
Yep.
Now Worley back to throw.
Another play action.
Incomplete to Zach Rogers.
Not blocking anybody on the perimeter there. So we got 3rd down and 11. Good step up. Jams it in there. 1st down.
Pass complete to Derrick Rogers.
And then we run a little reverse to Rajon for a touchdown. That's a big job by the offense right there in bringing us a little life. You know, we haven't done that in a while where we get a little behind and we answer the bell, and then the defense comes out there, makes a good stop there. 2nd and 9. They take a shot, and then we're right there, just finished the play. They outwork us for the ball. So they're knocking on the door. You see, we're just getting no pressure with 4. So then you say, let's blitz. Well, then you can't keep up with them on the perimeter. And so they're knocking on the door here. 2nd and 5. They throw a quick pass. We had a pick right there, right in our hands. These are the opportunities you got to take advantage of. Eric Gordon, it just misses. And then on 3rd down, we're fortunate there. He overthrows, and then get a little pressure here, and they missed the field goal. That was into the wind. That's what I was worried about when we were kicking. That's what it was going to look like. The wind just drives it. So here we are, Bob. We're down 14 with 7 minutes to go, and we put together an outstanding drive here. There's a nice run there on the power. We're a little late on these sweeps, but we still circle it, get a few yards.
That's Derek Rogers on that sweep.
Nice job there, Justin, finding the crossing route. Good to see Vincent Dallas. Fights for the 1st down. We're at the 50, 6 minutes to go in the half. Just felt like if we get some points here, we're sitting there in good shape. And we're trying to run. We're eating up a little clock. You know, we don't want to give them the ball back.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, Justin's got to step up, makes a nice throw, get a PI there.
So penalty on Arkansas gives Tennessee the ball, and chewing up the clock, keeping Arkansas's offense off the field.
This is what we wanted to do right here. We wanted to play a real efficient game. We tried a throwback here on 3rd down. This was a good, smart play by Marlon Lane. They covered it up. Don't step out of bounds, Torin. So 2 minutes to go. You know, and we're really feeling good about where we are right now.
2nd and 6 and a good throw.
Good throw and catch there. We're down on the 7. We run the ball, and we jam it up in there to the 5. There's a minute to go in the half, 48 seconds. Back shoulder here, had a chance to make a play, got to put 2 hands on the ball, and this is the play of the game. Step up, Justin. He flushes out, and don't throw it late over the middle. And that's a real blow, and it's going to be a learning experience for Justin. You know, we just got to stay calm and step up. We had our little juke route coming wide open there to DeAnthony Arnett, but we drift a little bit, pressure in our face. We throw it late over the middle. Bad event.
Question comes up, what about Tyler Bray? He was throwing the ball before the game. Might he be able to play this week?
Well, we don't know. We're going to have to evaluate him and take an MRI of the bone to make sure it's healed, because if it's not healed, he can't play. If it is, we'll see how he does, and we'll see if that can help us a little bit.
Just make the determination practice this week. When we come back, we'll ask the coach here on the Derek Dooley Show.